Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. I'm here with my sister Holly. We are playing Stardew Valley and we are discussing a little more controversial topics. So let's see what's up next. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Alright, so today we are going to be talking about our experiences with religion. Holly and I were not raised like religious. Our mother was raised Catholic and our father was raised Baptist, so they just opted to not raise us with
Anything
either.
particular?
Yeah,
and our mom
today.
Oh yeah, we can go to the mines. I'll grab some fruit. And our mom, she calls herself Catholic, but she's not practicing.
Yeah, well, I mean,
she's not a practicing Catholic.
She still like observes Lent, and she's still
Yeah.
She still is, she's basically a Catholic who is, like not practicing, but still very much has some of like the,
Yeah, she still has she has the beliefs and everything.
Well, I was gonna say the Catholic guilt, but yeah, beliefs works.
The Catholic
All right, let's head
guilt.
to the mines.
But she also isn't. She's not any of your stereotypical Catholic things.
Well, I mean, she did get pregnant at 17 or 16,
yeah.
So
Oh, that is a stereotypical Catholic thing.
But seriously though, so basically we were not raised with religion like in our daily lives, like at home, but our dad's side of the family still, several of our aunts are still, and our grandmother are still very religious. So like when we would go visit like family members, sometimes we would go to church services, things like that.
Yeah, I would go to Vacation Bible School.
I actually went to Vacation Bible School just for funsies, not even because like, we were religious, but just because,
Yeah, well, I would go with Autumn, and her family is quite religious.
I went with the Hawks.
Oh yeah, okay.
Had it, just like down the road.
Oh,
or whatever.
I went to church with. Let's not go all over the place. First, we can start with. Okay, so do you want to talk about yours first, or?
Sure. Okay, so basically, I was always raised being told that God existed, and like that God was just kind of like an abstract thing that you kind of talked about. It was like basically, oh, God created the world and there's heaven and there's hell and that was it. But I was never really taught like the specific like, oh, if you do this, 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 and this, you're gonna go to hell. We were never taught that like being gay was a sin. We were never taught that, sex
we
before
were really
marriage
taught about
was a
sin.
None of that stuff was ever told to us. That was all stuff that I didn't learn until I was older and learned what other people were taught. And at that point I was like, no, that's stupid and I don't care what you say. So we, but I remember going to a church, I believe it was with Aunt Barb. It was like an Easter play that they had done about the story of Jesus and all that. And just the story of Easter and why Easter exists. And I remember thinking that it was very entertaining, but to me it was not like a historical event. To me it was a fun little story that they were telling for Easter. And I never in my mind God was like somebody that you would say, oh please God, don't let this happen, but it wasn't like an actual person that existed.
I was like wishing on a star.
Exactly. It was like that kind of thing.
Like a superstition.
Yeah. And then so basically that was like my, and I never, my best friend is one of my best friends is super religious, but it was not anything that she was ever forced on anybody, or that you would know by looking at her. She had 3 children out of wedlock. She's covered in tattoos. You would never in your life think that she was super religious.
Stop.
But she is.
I'm being attacked.
Oh, I forgot to make torches before I came. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
What do we need to make torches? Wood and sap. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that down here. But so like it was not something that was ever really forced on me. I do remember though when I got pregnant with Matthew, his father's family is very religious. Like his dad is Mexican.
They're Catholic, right?
And yes, they are Catholic, and they are very like they sing "Happy Birthday" to Jesus's picture on Christmas, kind of Catholic. And that's not even a joke. That's a real thing that happened. And so I remember when we got pregnant, it was not their favorite thing. And also, the neighbors right next door were Baptist, and they told Matt.
Those neighbors?
No, the other side.
Oh, okay. Because I know that they're super conservative, but I never knew if they were religious or not.
No,
Sorry,
not to my knowledge. But no, it was the other side. And they looked at him and they were like, we appreciate marriage. And he just like made a snarky comment back to them because he didn't care. But my the big thing that really got me is my whole life, our mother had there's the Jehovah's Witnesses that will come to your door. To me, they were not, I know a lot of people have negative opinions about Jehovah's Witnesses. To me, they were just friendly people that my mom would let in and chat with. And she never, obviously, was going to convert. But as a Catholic, she really liked to debate them. And I remember...
Oh my God, I didn't even know this, and that's really funny. Sorry, go on.
But I remember my mom always letting them in and chatting with them. And, they would always end up leaving. Because, my mother's a Catholic and she's not going to agree with, their thoughts and opinions.
Am I missing the hole?
Whatever. I don't know because I don't know which floor you're on. I'm on 40 now though.
Okay, I'm on 38. So yeah, I'm missing the hole.
But, she, so, to me, Jehovah's Witnesses were not like the enemy or anything. They were just, people that would come to your door and chat with you about religion, and they were always very nice to us when we were there, or when they came to our house, and my mother never seemed to have a negative opinion about them, so it never even occurred to me that they might be not great to some people until I had my oldest child. And the people that lived in the same apartment as us, it was actually an old funeral home, that's where sister was, but I remembered they were Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, I didn't really know this at first. Like, the guy who lived there was actually my boss, and I didn't know that he was a Jehovah's Witness. He didn't talk religion to me at work or anything, and he never said a word about me being pregnant aside from congratulations. Well, the wife was very...
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a very nice guy. But the wife of that family was a lot more aggressive, we'll say, about her beliefs. And I remember her just making me feel like crap all the time. And she made me cry, and it just... At that point, I started to have a very negative opinion on that particular religion, and just like people shoving their beliefs down your throat.
Yeah.
Because it's perfectly fine.
Which is what that religion is all about.
Yeah, and it's perfectly fine to believe anything you want, religion-wise, as long as you don't try to force other people to follow your religion.
Yeah, which is why...
I will fully respect anybody's religion, but don't force me to believe what you believe. And that's
or even follow your beliefs.
Exactly. That's the thing that gets me with, people talking about, homosexuality and things like that being, a sin. Okay, it's a sin to you, but it's not a sin to everyone. So
yeah.
I should
so
not
you don't
have
be
to,
gay.
Yeah, I should not have to follow your beliefs. Your beliefs are not my beliefs. And same thing with, people's stance on abortion and, everything. And then the final thing that I'll say is my youngest son had a moment in time where he was very into religion. I don't even know. I think that it was a show that he saw on PBS Kids or something that made him know about it. And when he asked me, about God and religion and Jesus, I just gave him a matter of fact response and told him, what some people believe and, what, what some people think about, like, religion and whatever.
Yeah.
And he took it upon himself to decide that he was very into religion. But he made
I remember
his
that was
own
his thing
religion.
for a while.
Yeah, but he made his own religion. He told me that all religions were right. There was no wrong religion. Everybody could believe everything they want. You could love Jesus if you wanted to love Jesus, but you also had to love everybody else, and that everybody could love everybody. And this child was like 3 years old when he told me this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And after a while, he decided that he didn't, basically once people that were religious, I won't name names, but once they realized that he was a self-proclaimed quote-unquote Jesus freak, which is what he referred to himself as, they started to kind of try to push their religious beliefs on him, and this was not something that he liked. He wanted it to be his religion that he chose, and when he was realizing that other people had their own thoughts and opinions on his religion, he decided that he was no longer so into this religion.
Yeah. Which, honestly, is kind of sad, because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sad, but it's kind of sad, because, like, he could have had, beliefs, like,
he had the best religion. His religion was amazing.
Yeah.
I love
and they
his
ruined
religion.
that by being too much.
Yep, exactly.
Which is often how it goes.
Yep. So.
Okay,
yeah,
well.
I guess that's my full. I mean, I could have got more into detail about the Jehovah's Witnesses and all the things that they did to me, but I'll just leave it at they made me cry. They upset me a lot of times. They said horrible things about me and my newborn baby, and just.
Yep.
It definitely soured my opinion on.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me then, okay. So, like Tony said, we weren't raised with any kind of, like, religion. It was the exact same way for me. Like, God was just kind of like an abstract figure that I kind of got, like, the impression that was, like, I don't know, the one who created
Santa Claus,
us.
or Easter Bunny, or
like a figurehead. Yeah, like
exactly the figurehead.
Or like for just like the existence. Basically, I don't know.
We should probably,
I was little. What?
I was gonna say we should probably go. It's already 11:20.
Oh, no, I'm not too worried about. Oh, you mean go, like, buy out of the cave? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Although ironically, it is also 11:20 in real life, my time.
Oh, it's not my time, but yeah, that's funny.
11:22. So that
happened to me
funny.
yesterday when we were playing.
Yeah, it did. I remember that.
Okay, so yeah, it was like that, and then I remember. Okay, so this is gonna sound silly, but I remember I was always a very logical child, and in a lot of ways where, like, I wanted to know, like, I wanted things to make sense, and if they didn't make sense, I was just kind of like, yeah, that's not, like, do you remember when Dad had Bill come over dressed as Santa, and I automatically knew that it was Bill?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. Yeah, it was like that.
Oh.
But, like, what?
Oh, Lucas just tapped me on the shoulder and scared the crap out of me. What, baby? What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Hurry, get to bed.
Funnel? Yes. Oh, I think your dad took it. It's not under there. Do not look under there, please. I think your dad took the funnel, baby, because it's not here. Sorry, go ahead, Hall.
I was just gonna tell you you're gonna pass out.
Oh, shoot.
But, so, yeah, but, like, also, okay, so, for me, we had these neighbors who moved in, and, right across the street from us, and one of them was like an older lady. She was very, very nice. I was friends with her grandkids, and like we all got along pretty well with their family. And she started doing like summer school with us. Like she decided she was going to do summer school with us. Yeah, and it was kind of like
about that. That was so
it was kind of
weird.
like and it was kind of like but it was like when I was little, it was like fun for me, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. But it was weird when you look back on it.
Oh yeah, it really was. But like, but I mean, I don't know. I like to, yeah. But anyway, so I finally got a frozen tear. Yeah, so so she did the summer school with us, and it had like a religious aspect to it. And I remember that was just like a lot of fun for me because again, I didn't really take it too seriously. It was just kind of like I don't know. I was little, like it wasn't
Right.
It didn't really mean anything to me. And then I got okay, I'm gonna go put this in the convention place real quick. So anyway, I then that's when I kind of started to get like the idea more though of like what it was all about, because she would read like scriptures and stuff. Like
That's the part that was weird.
Yeah.
The summer school itself wasn't weird. That's very nice. Like
Yeah, that was nice
It was
of her.
just which I mean, I guess whatever. Some people, they're religious and that's just how they do it. But
Yeah, she thought it was nice.
yeah. And I mean, I guess she wasn't like shoving it down your throat, really.
No, she kind of was though. It's indoctrinating children, and I just find that so creepy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Ugh.
weird.
But so I was just kind of like little, and like I said, I didn't really take it too seriously, and not really that big of a deal. And then I remember, and then like right after that time period is when Dad died. And see, here's the thing. I will say that I never really believed in like God and stuff, but I was just kind of open to the idea, when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then our father died. And our mom spiraled into depression, started drinking. My life kind of went to shit, to be honest, for a little while there. So, yeah. So, when you're that young, your father dies unexpectedly, your mom becomes a completely different person, your life spirals out of control, and then people start telling you, oh, don't worry, sweetie, it's just part of God's plan. You are going to be like, oh, well then fuck that guy. Like, that's the last thing. Like, oh, so I'm supposed to worship that? No, thank you then. So that pushed me instantly away from religion at that point, at a very, very young age.
Exactly. Because that's not what you need to hear at that moment in time.
Absolutely not.
Especially when you were not someone who was raised religious. Like, I know that for some people that is comforting. But for these little girls, it was not comforting.
Oh, grab my phone. It's over there. Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, that's the first thing that kind of like shoved me in the other direction. And then, and also like, just so illogical. Like,
into the bottle? Bring it here, I'll do it for you. Go ahead, you can keep talking. I'm just gonna help Lucas real quick.
Okay. And so, there was... Are you getting my phone, bud? You need to go lay down, Callie. You don't have to follow your brother. So anyway, we, Okay. Sorry. So, you're helping your kid, I'm helping my kid. So yeah. I then, I don't know, it was just kind of nothing for a while. Like, I was not religious, I had no interest in religion. This God dude didn't seem like, didn't seem like my type of fella. So, that was that. And then it just was kind of, like, I would go over to, because, one of our very religious family members, or I guess one of our very religious families in our family, like, are my aunt and uncle and cousins. They I'm really, really close with my cousin who's my age and like that family. So, we hung out a lot. We got along really well. We had a lot in common. But she was also, raised with really strict religion, and it's, they're great parents. Like, I don't want to say that, they're awesome people, very, very, nice people, but at the same time, like, my cousin wasn't allowed to watch a lot of the same shows that I was allowed to watch, and I just found that really silly and like restricting.
Allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, she wasn't allowed to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like,
Yeah.
it was all just like it was weird to me, and I didn't like it. And then like she wasn't allowed to get her hair cut until specifically her dad said she could. And I was like, why does your dad own your hair? Like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. And all of it just really weirded me out and made me uncomfortable, and like I didn't like it, which was another thing that pushed me away from religion. But my cousin was awesome, and I wasn't gonna I never talked bad about their religion, like not around them, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because that wasn't my place, and they weren't hurting anybody, like they were still good people as far as I knew, and it was whatever. I'm not saying they're not good people. I'm just saying, like, I didn't have any reason to, be upset with them for it. So it was whatever. I just kind of, blocked it. Like, I would go to church with them, but I would just kind of, like, roll my eyes and do the cool crafts and look at boys, because there were a lot of cute boys that went to our church, and that was it. So then I went to, like, vacation Bible school with them, which was so much fun. Like, we went for a long time. I went as a kid, and then I went with them as I got older, and we were them the people like helping out with the kids crafts and stuff. Like, it was cool. That's actually one of my favorite childhood memories is vacation Bible school, despite being not even a little bit religious. In fact, kind of anti-religion. Not anti-religion like for other people, but for myself.
Yeah,
and
for yourself, yeah.
So yeah, there was that. And then when I was 13 and I was dating my middle school boyfriend, the cool thing, like, his family is conservative, and I'm pretty sure pretty religious, and his best friend is conservative, and so is his mom, and they're pretty religious. It's that whole group of people, but mostly the cool thing to do...
I saw the blonde guy today at the beach again.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he goes to the beach a lot.
Yeah, I think he does.
I love them. They're asshole conservatives, but I love them. Anyway, so I actually had a really good talk with my ex about that subject that I should tell you about. I don't think I told you about it.
I don't think you did.
Huh?
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so anyway, off topic. But the cool thing to do on Wednesday nights was to go to church. Like, there was like a teen church thing every Wednesday night, and it was fun. Like, Sarah Hauk's mom would take us all in her van, and I freaking love that family. They're the sweetest people in the world.
The Hauks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. That's who I went to Vacation Bible School with as well.
Yeah, I adore them. And, like, their family's so balanced because Sarah's mom... what'd you say?
Josh wrote a book.
He did?
Yes, I will find it and I will send you it.
Please do, because I will definitely buy that.
For it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely buy that. But, like, their family's really well balanced, too, because their mom is really religious, but their dad is not. Their dad doesn't even believe in God.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not religious at all. But, like, they don't care. They respect each other's beliefs, and it's whatever. Like, it's really cool. I always had, like, a lot of respect for that. But yeah, so they, her mom would drive us to church, and it was like a whole group of us, and I would go, and Autumn would go, and April would go, Micah would go, Rory would go, I think for a while Sam went. Like, it was our whole group, and we had a lot of fun. We played basketball, we did all of this cool stuff, but I remember you mentioned, which is really stupid. I'm sorry, hold on 1 second, okay?
Yep.
Sorry. So there was oh, like it was all of us, and we would play basketball, and it was just like we had pizza, and it was just fun. But I remember I mentioned to someone, I don't even remember who it was anymore. I remembered for a long time because I was really irritated by the whole thing, but I don't remember anymore. But I mentioned to somebody that I actually wasn't religious and like I didn't even believe in God, but I went there because it was fun and I liked hanging out with my friends and all that. And it wasn't meant to be like secretive, but it also wasn't like something I was like trying to just like tell everybody there, especially not like the people who actually were like part of the church. And she went and snitched on me. And so these ladies brought me into this room, like took me, away from the whole group and everything, brought me into this room and sat me down. And they were like, have you ever been saved? And I'm like, oh my God. And I rolled my eyes. And I'm like, I didn't roll my eyes, but I
Yeah, internally rolled your eyes.
internally rolled my eyes. And I was like, no. And they're like, well, would you like to be saved? Because it's important. Went on their whole spiel about it. And I was like, no, thank you. And they were like, why do you come here? And I was like, well, because it's fun and I like hanging out with my friends and it's, something to do on Wednesday night. And, I was honest about it. I was like, I like hanging out here. And they were like really snotty and rude to me about it. And I was like, if you want to convert me to your religion.
Why did we sell the frozen geode?
What?
Why did we sell a frozen geode?
Because I've had like 17 of them.
We cracked those open.
I totally forgot about cracking them open. Well, I'll do it with the next one. I find them all the time. I've already got the frozen tear too, so. But yeah, so we, I remember that was just really uncomfortable and they were like really snotty to me about it. And then they weren't nearly as nice to me after that for a long time. And also I remember one time, when I went to church with our cousin, they asked, like they had everybody put their head down and asked who had been saved and who hadn't, or who wanted to be saved again today or something like that. And I did not put my hand up because I did not want to. And then they had everybody go to the next thing and asked me why I didn't want to be saved and like tried to get me to get saved. And it's so uncomfortable when they do that. Yeah, so there was that. And then then they do like that whole like thing, like they're pitying you, like you're this poor lost soul, and you're like, no, I'm really not, I'm just not interested, thanks. Like it's annoying and it's pretentious and I hate it. So then yeah, after that I didn't really have a whole lot of like run-ins when it comes to religion. It was just kind of a non-issue. And then I went and... Okay, I'm just going to put a bunch of stuff in here. And then I went and got older. And actually, my next real, like, experience when it comes to religion was when Augie was, like, a baby. And we lived at our first place in California. And I was pregnant with Callie. And Jehovah's Witnesses used to come to my door. And they were very nice people, and I was very starved for social interaction. It was a couple, it was a husband and wife, and so I let them come in and I let them chat with me. And to be honest, I find religion fascinating. Like, I like talking about other people's religions. I like finding out like different belief systems. I do find it very fascinating, even if I don't believe it myself. And at the same time, I don't know what is right and what is wrong, like what the truth is when it comes to religion. I'm not presumptuous enough to say that anything is absolute fact or absolute not, Yeah. So I'm not, I find it interesting to see what different people believe. So I let them in and I let them chat with me, and eventually I was really big and pregnant and grumpy. And you know how I get when I'm pregnant? Like, I'm
Yes.
argumentative. I'm
Oh
overly,
my God, yes.
like, I'm argumentative normally, but I'm way more when
you
I'm
are,
pregnant.
like, literally, I knew when you were pregnant the last 2 times.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
not the last time, but the last two children.
Yeah, with Callie and Lyric, because
Yeah.
you were so aggressive on Facebook that I literally looked at my kids and I was like, yeah, Annalie's pregnant again.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. Like, it's a problem. So, I was big and pregnant with Callie. I was, like, just fed up with kind of the bullshit that they were spewing because it was all really toxic and I didn't, like, I was kind of sick. I was done hearing about it, I guess. So I started asking them questions. But the thing is I was asking them questions that they couldn't answer. Like, they couldn't give me a clear answer for any of it. And so I just kept pushing. And every time they would come, I would ask more questions that made them uncomfortable. Like, visibly uncomfortable. And till eventually they just stopped coming.
Yeah.
And they realized that they weren't going to like, recruit me or whatever the hell. And so... Convert, thank you. I could not think of the word. Recruit, too, though. So, yeah. And and then I guess that's pretty much been it. And I mean, like, currently, when it comes to religion, I don't have any, like, actual beliefs. I have things that I like the idea of, about, like, the afterlife and, like, about stuff like that. That I think make the most logical sense to me, but nothing that I full-on believe because I don't have proof of anything, and that's just, like, the way that it works for me. Because if you can't show me proof of something, I'm not going to say I believe it, like, I'll say that, like, give me some evidence,
Right.
Yeah, but as of right now, like, sometimes I'll, like, say that I'm, like, pagan, I guess, because that's the thing that, like, I guess I could identify the most with, but even that, like, there are some things that I'm like, like, I'm not so sure about how that makes sense, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of dabble in a lot of different stuff, and I'm probably going to forever continue to, because I don't have any, all I know is that whatever it is, like, whatever exists or whatever, isn't hate. It's not meant for hate and repression and holding people back and being a bigot, like, against anybody. I fully 100% believe that that is not our purpose.
I agree.
And so if your religion aligns with any of that, that automatically disqualifies it as anything for me. Yeah. So that's religion for me. Any more thoughts?
Not really. I mean, just, like, I'm not against people, like, religion as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But I am against using religion as an excuse for bigotry.
Yep.
Or using religion as an excuse for any form of, like, hate towards other people, I'm not a form, or I'm not, I'm against using religion, to, or, like, pushing religion down other people's throats.
Yep.
And, okay,
and using it to repress people. Like, not let people be their full, true selves.
Yeah, exactly. Like...
Because, like...
It's just, it's not cool.
It's really not. And, there are things, like, that people should repress if it's going to harm someone.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, like, something that you, like, an urge that you have, or, like, a feeling that's in you is going to cause you to, like, hurt people, repress that, get it taken care of, go to therapy. Like, but if it's just going to do nothing but let you live your life happily and make you happy and hurt nobody, there's zero reason for your religion to think it's evil in any way. Yeah, and like my whole thing is, and I don't want to like be rude to people who are like Christians, but the way that some people's Christian God is truly, oh no, I didn't mean to knock down our scarecrow, is truly disgusting. Like that's the only way I can put it. Like, because the whole like like in the Bible, the whole like slaughtering hundreds of people, like children, women, children, men, all of it, because they didn't believe in him. Like, that's the guy you want to worship? Like, that sounds like a lot of big ego and narcissism and not caring about people. And that's what you think is the proper thing to, I don't know. It doesn't add up to me. I don't like the God of the Bible.
Yeah. I don't know. It just, I can't stand when people use religion as an excuse for really messed up things.
No, me either.
And it's just disgusting.
And again, none of it is logical, but it's so often used by the people the whole facts over feelings people. But that's not a fact, that's a feeling. Like,
yeah, exactly. You can't.
I could really, really rant for a long time about this.
Yeah, here we thought that this was going to be the shorter topic.
I know, right?
But it's just, and like, again, you can have any religion, but like, the fact that some people feel like they have to like hide who they are based off of someone else's beliefs, or like,
it's so messed up.
Well, that's the thing that gets me. Like, you know, we'll use LB, I just said LGBT, like the LGBT community as an example. People who say that they don't want same-sex marriage to be legalized because it's against their religion.
Yeah.
It's not against the religion of the people getting married. It's not against the religion of a large percentage of the world. But it's against the religion of some people. So now the whole entire country or the entire world or whatever has to abide by the religion of a few people, even if it's the religion of the vast majority. If it's not against the religion of the people doing it, fuck off.
Yeah, especially in a country where it's supposed to be religious freedom and it's supposed to be separation of church and state and all of these things.
Exactly, yet somehow the church is shoved into everything.
Everything. Yeah. And on top of that, like, okay, oh, sorry, hold on. Like, okay, so I'm gonna lay down just cause.
Okay, I'm just smelting some stuff real quick.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, it's just, it doesn't. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. It's colonizing, but like, and it's just like modern day colonizing, because like people, you know, they wonder like why the Christian religion is being like pushed away and why it's becoming less and less like prevalent and why, you know, more people are hating on it, and it's because it's like they're trying to take over. They don't want any other religions to be like, they don't, like, they say they want prayer in school, but they only want their prayer. They don't want like other religions' prayer in their schools.
Exactly.
They don't want, you know, like Christians will come and like, you know, they came and like tried to indoctrinate all of the indigenous people here and ended up like killing kids in like these residential schools, trying to convert them to their religion, you know, like, and they still do it. Like, Mormons go on missions to go convert people, like, and colonize and like push their religion on places that don't have their religion. It's gross, and they think they're doing good, and they're not.
Exactly.
It's so toxic.
It is. It's horrible. And and religion can be great for people. Some people literally only, get by because they have their faith. But it should only be yours. It shouldn't be pushed on to the rest of the world. If they don't want it. Like, it just...
Yep. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of stuff. Yep. But that's all. That's pretty much my take on. Yeah, like I'm down for people having their religion as long as they're not using it to hurt anybody, and if it's good for their life and good for their like mental health, then I am so happy for them. Just let other people be how they feel as well. Like
right.
Live and let live, basically. Because I have no problem with religion. I have a problem with forced religion.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have a problem with indoctrinating children into your beliefs because that's just gross to me. But at the same time, not really, because it's your kids and, some people might not like the way I raise my kids, and that's not really up to them, so it's okay.
Yeah.
See, I did not mean to do that.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'm just gonna put you there. I accidentally knocked on our scarecrow again.
Oh. I'm completing one of the bundles right now.
Oh, okay. Yay. I have some, we have some gold star stuff. Isn't there, a gold star bundle that we need to do?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I wonder if I can... I'm just gonna take all of our gold star stuff and put it in there and see. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say on this topic, so... My angry ranting can calm down now.
Right.
Do you have any other thoughts?
On religion? Probably, but...
Any closing thoughts, or... Oh, okay. We have a decent amount of gold star things.
Do we? Are they the ones that we need? Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'll tell you what we need. We need parsnips, melon, corn, and pumpkin.
Ugh, no. Not a single one of those.
Okay, then I guess we can just sell them.
We have gold star common mushroom, gold star hazelnut, gold star salmon, gold star sardine, gold star blackberry, plum, wheat, largemouth bass, and bullhead. You want to sell them?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Yay, selling things. Alright. Well, we can finish off this day, and then I guess we can be done for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm doing this wrong. Move you to here. Move you to here. Move you to here, and you to here. There we go. I forget sometimes that my pockets are bigger now. Or that my bag is bigger now. So I'm like, where is all the stuff I just picked up? Alright. Okay. Yeah, so if anybody has any arguments or whatever, leave them in the comments.
Yeah, feel free to give us your opinion.
You can tell us that we're evil heathens. As you can tell, we'll care a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, my Friends are heathens, take it slow. Okay. I think that is... Nope, that's not. Okay, now that's everything I want to sell. And I'm done. Hopefully we make a decent amount of money off all that. Like how you're just walking around with a pine cone on your head. Have you checked the chicken today?
I don't think
Tony?
so. No, I don't think I have.
Okay. Come here. Oh, we got an egg. Yay. I love eggs. Oh, it's a gold star egg too. Should I sell the egg or
not? If we
not?
get a large egg instead of a regular egg, make sure you save it because we need that one for the community center.
I have a large egg and it's a gold star egg.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep, I'll go bring it over there.
Okay, cool.
It's in the pantry one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, hopefully people enjoy these controversial topics more. Or, enjoy this and then go and enjoy our other stuff just as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would be great too, because I also like the less controversial videos as well.
Yeah.
See. Okay. Boom. Oops, I keep pushing the wrong button. What is wrong with me? Oh, and when it comes to my children, I didn't even mention my kids.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to my kids, good thing we didn't wrap up the video, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't teach them any religion, but I answer their questions about things that they hear about religion. They know about the idea of God. They have kind of decided on their own that it is a weird concept to them and they don't really like it. But I also have told them that I kind of just told them that nobody knows for sure, and then explained to them a lot of, like, the main things that people kind of believe. Like, all of the, like, major religions and, their basic belief systems. And they I think they're kind of just piecing it all together in their heads and just kind of waiting to see what they land on eventually, and I think that's kind of how it should go.
I agree. I just realized I forgot to mention my own personal thoughts on it. I believe in reincarnation.
Yeah, that's kind of, that one is the one that has the most evidence to me that I think, makes logical sense. Yeah, I could break down exactly what I think happens, but I feel like that would take a long time.
Yeah, that could be a different video for a different time.
Yeah. And honestly, like I said, what I think happens, by what I mean by what I think happens is kind of more just like what I have heard stories about and think would be cool and would make some sense, and what I'd like to think happens. So.
Yeah.
Alright. How many bundles have we completed? Where do you look and see how many you've completed? Do you push E? Collections. There we go. No, that's not it. Is it? No. I don't think that I can see our things that we need.
When you're in like the pause menu?
Yeah.
If you go over to the little tree.
Oh, okay. I do see it.
Yeah.
I do see it. Pantry's right there. Okay. Alright, cool. I'll look at that next time instead of going over there, because that's what I keep doing and it's not smart.
Yeah. It is so much more convenient.
Alright. Okay, cool. I am going to go to bed. You do your thing. Oops. All right. Yes, go to sleep for the night. Oops. I'll just try to take my cap off of my drink and it wasn't on there. So, what are you doing right now?
I was walking back from the community center.
Oh, okay.
Now I guess I can go to bed.
All right.
So, all right, yeah, that was our video on religion.
Yeah.
Our personal experiences with religion.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Our personal experience and feelings and all that.
Obviously, anybody who has their,
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
Look at that. Holy moly. All right. Tomorrow we're going to maybe be able to, like, build a barn or do something cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Work on some big project for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right. I'm going to mute real quick so I can... Or wait, actually, I guess we can just say bye here, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a lot of money. Okay, cool. All right, well then tomorrow Holly and I will be back to talk about some more topics.
Although...
What?
Oh, go on. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you want to, when we're done, you can look at the list that you have on your phone and shoot me a message and let me know what you want to, like, do for tomorrow. So that way we're already set. And Holly and I have a habit of, like, messaging each other 5 seconds before we start recording. And being
What are we
like,
talking about?
What are we going to talk about this time?
We gotta look at the list.
There's spit pop everywhere.
Ew.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, but I do not want you to hang up, actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
well,
we can end the
let me
video,
mute
but
real
I want to
quick.
say something,
Okay,
so.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Again, keep it nice in the comments if you're commenting on here. If you saw this on TikTok, let me know. I usually don't even get comments, so I don't know why I'm telling people to be nice, but just on the off chance that somebody comes across this video and there is comments, just be kind. Don't fight. Thanks. Bye.